Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at a 2008 Dodge Avenger. Added bonus, this is an auction car. Yay. Doesn't start, won't go into gear. From what I understand, it will start if you hold it to the floor, but it refuses to idle. Oh, good stuff. Let's open the old hoodie-doo. 2.7. Oh, this is one of those fancy ones where you have to unbolt the dipstick to check the oil. Let's do that. Take this little bolt out of here. Let me just give this guy here. Yeah. She's safe. Come on, get out of there. 121,000 miles, saith the odometer. Foot to the floor. Just cranking. Try her again. Foot to the floor. Does not idle. Confirmed. Well, this looks expensive. We do have a lightning bolt flickering on the dash. I wonder what that's about. Let's get some codes. You know, I feel like I'm being lied to. I don't like that. Live day. I'm going to scroll down in here and look for fuel trims. I know you'd think I'd be looking at the throttle blade since that's your idle air control on these cars, but when you're idling as low as the car will let itself idle, it runs really, really rough, so I don't think it's an idle air control issue. Fuel trim. This is weird. The fuel level says it's at 100%. There's just no way. My car's got a full tank right now, and it'll tell you it's at 98%. And this is an auction car. I doubt it's actually full. Might be a fuel issue. All right, there's our short terms. Let's see if we can keep it going long enough to get a reading. Yeah, see, the lowest I can get the RPMs down to is about 1,000 RPMs, and I don't know if you can see the hood shaking, but this thing's running rough. And there's our fuel trims, doing all that. They're just maxed right out. This thing's trying its hardest to cut fuel. She's running rich. I'm going to try to learn the throttle body. If it won't learn, then I know I have a problem with that. So hold the foot to the floor. Press OK. Release the accelerator pedal. Learn electronic throttle control. Failed. Okay. Now, I don't usually just change parts to diagnose problems. If I were going to do that, I would start with the EGR valve with this car because that's probably what it is. But I have another throttle body, so let's stick that on there. This isn't too involved. You take this bolt out, you pull this air box out of the way, unplug that wire, take that clamp off, which appears to be loose already, and then there's 4 bolts holding this throttle body on. Get this big cluster out of there, and that gives us all this room. Oh, look, that's why our shifter don't work right there. Look. Throttle body, 410 millimeters. Out with the old, in with the brand spankers. All right, let's give it a shot. Okay, I already relearned the throttle body, and it still doesn't start. Runs better, but it still only starts if you hold it to the floor. Now, I know it's running rich and not lean, but I'm going to take that EGR tube out of there and plug that side of the intake off just so I can rule that out, because you know it, I know it, that's probably the problem. I don't care what the computer says. And out goes this guy right here. Who needs it? I need to plug that off with something. These little red engine plugs. All right, now let's see what she does. Hey, no foot on gas? We're idling. Now that looks a lot better, and she's running really smooth. We also have a check engine light now. Let's see if there's codes. I'm thinking all of these codes are just from me messing with the throttle body, so still nothing I can use. It's all right, it's running pretty good now. Yeah, she's running really good. So I'm going to go ahead and say the problem is with that EGR valve down in there. I'm going to have to get that replaced.